Hey there, this is Malorian, and this is going to be a War Machine Battle Report 50 points, and it's actually going to be my first time doing eHaley. I've been doing Signar hard for this year, and it's about time I decided to go with, our best caster. So, what I have on my list is Haley is running Thorn and Squire. Junior is actually running the Stormwall. I then have Rangers, Black 13th, Min, Blazers. I have the Gun Mages with UA. And on the other side, I'm up against Abyslonia. But for her, she doesn't have the three heavies like you normally see. He's trying something here. He's going with an Angelius, a Carnivian, a Naga, a Shredder, the Striders with UA. He has the Posse there, and also Swordsman and a Forsaken. The scenario here, first one of 5, there's Kill Box, 1 for Control, 2 for Dominate, but the objectives, which gives you 1 as well if you destroy theirs, has priority. So you can't dominate if you're in control range of that. I won the ability to go first and took it because I want to go up and shoot. He decided to go for that side because the wall's good for him and he doesn't care about the woods anyway. And really what I'm planning to do is just have the Blazers go up, do their shooting and fun stuff, and really just trying to see what she can do. You know, between the TK and all this stuff, it really gives me a lot of control where I've never played a control caster before. So it's going to be really neat to try and, try this out for once. The whole idea where the Stormwall is on Junior was something I had to think about for a while because the bond on it's really nice, right? +2 speed can make it pretty damn deadly. But just the idea where it's going to free up that focus. Junior can be putting 2 focus on it every turn, and then that just gives me more focus to be doing TK. So the bond is going to be on Thorn, so he's going to be nice, fun, quick little jack here. Pretty sure this is my first time using him. But looking at this, I think it's a pretty good matchup for me. The Swordsmen don't like being shot. His Gators don't like being shot. The Striders I can see with my Gun Mages. And I'm pretty sure I can handle 2 heavies. The Naga is going to be meaning that really my Arcane Shield won't really matter. But again, like I said, I'm pretty sure I can absorb this and go from there. So he's deploying up now. Of course, he's going to kind of be dead in center. Yeah, look at that posse. The bridges over here, we're going to be saying that they count as elevation because they go up. And then the walls on the side are going to count as cover as well. So you get some pretty damn good defense being on top of those. Of course, you're going to be kind of way off. So anyway, seeing that the Gators are over here, I advanced deploying my Rangers up on this side. It's also because those Striders would shoot me down if I was anywhere else. So I get first turn. Blazers just kind of going up doing their thing. Go up with the 13th, going for Prowl in the woods there, which will help me with the Striders and staying alive. Stormwall runs up. I actually put Arcane Shield up onto Thorn because he's going to be my advanced guy. He runs up. I'm then going to go up with Haley and try and hit him with the Time Bomb just because, hey, I might get a good deviation, but it doesn't. It goes back towards me, so no big deal. Otherwise, Rangers are running to take position on that bridge. Gun Mages being a little bit careful. I don't want to be sniped off by some Striders early, and that's my turn. So we're going on to his turn now, and his Striders are going to go up and try and do what they can. But this was kind of a mess up of an activation because they tried shooting at my Rangers first, and he didn't really understand that, between all the stuff I was saying, plus camouflage, I'm like defense 22. So that was really just a complete waste. And then he goes to shoot at the 13th, and of course I have stealth, so it's really nothing got done. So just kind of unfortunate. I mean, they probably just should have done a CMA or something like that. So now the Swordsmen doing their thing. They're just going to do a dead full-on run. They know they're going to be shot, but hey, they're not going to do anything staying back, right? Otherwise, he's going to be going with the Gators, I believe, next. Let's see. Oh, he's going with the Abbey and putting on all the upkeeps. Of course, it's going to be the Reach and Power Attacks for free on the Carnivian, and then Forced Evolution up onto the Harrier. He's going to be passing around Tenacity everywhere, so that's like a Defense 17 Angel, which is pretty damn cool. Gators running up, getting ready to do some nasty stuff. Angelius moving up. And looking at this, I mean, Carnavian coming up behind too. He was also seeing that he kind of blocked himself in. He'd want his beast being more forward, but with all of his dudes, you know, the Striders and everything, he just didn't really have much room to place them. So now I'm talking about where I think I got a caster kill already. I just got to TK him over the wall, put him backwards, and then just shoot her down. You know, she's only camping 2, and this should actually be a pretty easy activation. So I let the Arcane Shield drop, allocate 3, and now I'm just going to be TKing up my guy up 2 inches, which lets him then go up another 3 because he's Thorn. That's going to put me in range to do the TK to her. Move her to the other side of the wall backwards, and yeah, now it's just shooting time. So I'm going to be hitting her with a dead zone or whatever. I forgot the name of it now, jeez. But, geez, the one where it's -2 speed and defense. I'm a new eHaley player. Leave me alone. But I hit her with that, do some okay damage. You know, there's only 2 transfers, so I know once I'm past that, I'm going to be good. But I come up here at the Storm Wall, and this is where I realized that even at -4 defense, from being turned backwards, and also from having that spell on her, she still has reasonable defense. So I roll, they get the hard 7 the first time, get it, boost damage, she transfers off. I'm then going to boost a hit on the second one. She transfers that away, and I mean, like, already, she's done all her transfers. Now, I derped a little bit here where I forgot to do my little nipple guns, but what can you do? And then I also derped again because I was so sure that with all the shots I'd be fine, but I really should have ran one of the Rangers up, like one of the first activations, to have her marked. But I just really thought it was in the bag, and so right now, I did some little plinking damage, but not much, so that's not good. These Blazers going up, they're kind of out of range, so they kill like a couple of guys and go back. It's at this point here I'm a little bit worried, wondering if my thing might actually fail. So the 13th do their best to get into position, but the damn storm wall's in the way. Ryan with Snipe is able to get her 2 shots and do a little bit of damage, I believe. Little tiny plink. And then now it just really comes down to the gun mages, but Thorn was in the way, so I had to move him out of the way first. So it's up to this. If it fails, I just can't do anything. So now I just have to roll these dice, and if if she doesn't die, I lose. But luckily, I rolled all well. She dies, and yeah, we're just talking about how, you know, didn't really see the TK coming. I mean, that's the biggest thing in our group, is that we do not have a lot of experience with eHaley. So we decide, hey, that was a kind of a fast game. Let's just go and play again. So we're just going to go and use the same list. We actually brought 2 lists for this game, but, you know, I was pretty much going to use eHaley because we want to practice. I'm just setting up my guys again. This time I'm shifting a little bit more down because I don't want the Storm Wall to be blocking my 13th again. And for him, he's also switching his deployment, having now the Swordsman now near the bottom of this deployment, and he's going to have the Gators at the top. So kind of changing things up there. This is probably the right move to do because, I mean, the Gators, they can always do their March Pathfinder to get through the woods. Advanced deploy with the Rangers over here again because that's awesome. Striders right in the middle, not needing to dedicate really anywhere. And here we go again. We'll see if this goes more than turn 2, which I'm sure it will because now he's not going to fall for that TK again. So my first turn looking pretty much the same. Blazers going up, going for the Prowl Stealth on the 13th, running up, putting him up Arcane Shield, going up with the Thorn again, trying to arc another spell over there. And it's going to scatter off the wrong way again. eHaley just going up behind. Rangers going up behind. Gun Mages being a little bit more aggressive than last time. And that's really it. So on to his side now. And most of his stuff is going to be pretty straightforward. This time he's not going to mess up with these Striders. They're going to do what they're supposed to have done last time. And they're just going to do a big combine to Thorn, which does some pretty good damage. Actually, one of the things we were talking about after is that if you would have used the Naga's Animus on the guy that was like the main model shooting, he would have done 3 more damage and actually knocked out my Arc Node ability, which would have been huge. So, you know, here, I was pretty sure this was the right time bomb. Is that it? I don't know. But okay, here it is. I was starting to really regret the idea of throwing up Thorn just to kind of do that early spell, because especially against this shooting, if I lose my Arc Node or Cortex or Movement or whatever, all of a sudden it's a pretty big deal. So I was pretty happy that he ran up with the Angelius rather than just shooting me. And now it's on to my turn. Now you see that he's put himself behind the statue, so I can't TK him for an easy type assassination again. So we're going to be going more for attrition and doing it more normal. Swordsman going up here on the bottom side. I actually had to check the card. I could have sworn they're defense 12 or 13, but no, they're 14. So those swordsmen actually have pretty damn good defense. Even though I'm pretty sure I'm going to shoot down a lot of them with my rangers. So at this point here, upkeeping my Arcane Shield. eHaley has no upkeep, so that's pretty easy. The Gators at the top, I think he made a little bit of a mistake. I would have stayed behind the wall with them all. Now, because he's in front, I'm just going to get some shots, killing off one, doing some damage to another. Fast cab back. Then, next up here, I'm going to be looking over here trying to deal with these swordsmen. So, lots of them are going to aim. One of them is going to move up to mark. And we'll just start shooting these guys. But man, like I said, I would have thought I would have did a lot more damage. But this defense 14 was just really hard to hit. So eventually with all my shots I did it. But again, I thought I'd be killing even more with this. So now I'm trying to look at this, trying to make sure I get my activations right, because I don't want to screw this up. You know, after getting that first win and feeling pretty good about it, I don't want to go and just like derp this one. So anyway, I go and I turn around the Angelius, and then I want to kind of do some damage to it. Do my spell here to it to drop it down to -2 defense and armor as well. Not armor, speed. So that's going to kill a couple of guys, do some damage to the Angelius. Really, I mean, this list is all about control, right? If I can keep you away from me, I can shoot you down and destroy you. Now, eHaley is going to come around. I'm actually going to be using, well, no. I thought about using her feet, but looking at this, I just don't feel threatened yet. I believe I can just kill what's in front of me and keep going. So at this point here, I'm now going to be moving my Jack out of the way. And that's really just from the reactive drive, where after I channel, I can move 3 inches. So now I'm going to go with these guys here, my gun mages, trying to kill off the Striders. But I mean, they're not easy to hit either. Because I did not put Deadeye on them, they're having, you know, a little bit harder time. I mean, sure, I killed a couple of guys, but I mean, if I put Deadeye on my gun mages, they'll wipe out the Striders. So probably should have done that instead of, I don't. You have a lot of focus to play with. I mean, that's one of the things. It seems like it go so quickly, though, after you boost a couple of TKs and stuff like that. Yeah, but either way, I've killed off a few. Now we're going with the big guy here. I actually had to move eHaley to the left of the storm wall because I forgot about the kill box. So I'm actually going to shoot up my pod to the left of me just to kind of put something in front of her. But I do a couple of shots into the Angelius, put up my cover fire. Now it's going to be my 13th, and they're going to try and do some more damage. Ryan doing the shot to the Angelius and actually missing. So it's going to scatter, but I get a pretty damn good scatter, and it's going to slaughter these swordsmen. So that actually worked fairly well. I killed like 4 of them right there. Plus, this little cloud scatter thing will be here still as well. So, yeah, those swordsmen are pretty much wiped out. There's, what, 3 of them left. His Angelius has taken some pretty good damage, but not enough that he's going to want to feat. And that's my turn. So now on to him. He's going to go up with his Striders, and he's going to CRA, and he's going to get rid of Ryan, so no more crazy super shot, and then reform back away. He's then going to go with his swordsman, and they're just going to do a charge run order. But hey, you know, with me being defense 14, he's going to miss me as well, so go Rangers. After that, he is going to go with the Gators. Trying to remember what his activations are. Yeah, Gators. So they're going to do a run up here. I don't know if he's planning to do a charge there on my objective. I believe this is his turn 2, so he could have done some damage there. But here he's engaging me, so he's getting +2 armor, so that's pretty nice. Otherwise, Tenacity back on the Angel. Of course, Abby does all that upkeep for free, so she doesn't care about any of that stuff. And he wanted to fly over here, but then I reminded him that with the Time Bomb, I think that's what it's called, he's -2 speed, so he couldn't make it there. So, hey, he figures he's just going to go after the Ranger. But then it also turns out that he left his control area, so he couldn't boost a hit, killed me anyway, don't really care. Now I have that Angelius around my face, I can try and kill it, feeling pretty good about that. But now this Carnivean's going to come at me. So Abby's going to come over here, just to make sure that everything's in control range. Plus, he's going to plan to be aggressive enough that he doesn't figure I'll go for the assassination. So the Carnivean does the charge. Of course, has the assault, so it can do the spray as well. Hwah! It's going to go and boost on these gun mages and kill 3 of them. Or is it 2? Oh, he kills 2. And also got some plinking damage on my storm walls as well, so, you know, that's not a bad thing. But now I'm looking at this, it's like, well, I got 2 beasts to kill. You know, I could either go for the Carnivean or the Angelius. You know, it's one of these things where I'm pretty sure if I do everything right, I could kill both heavies and he's screwed. But this is Abby, and if I screw this up, they're all healed up. So after trying to figure out a good way to kill the Angelius, I look at this again, and I'm going to decide to go just for the Carnivean. I'm going to try turning around the Angelius, just kind of limit the options, but my main objective this turn is just to kill the Carnivean. By the way, we're both dads, and our 6 kids are running, 5 here. One's at home, but we got 5 kids running around. So if you're wondering why we randomly leave the table, that's why. So anyway, I'm going to upkeep the Arcane Shield, allocate 3. Sorry, no, I dropped the Arcane Shield so I can allocate 3 to the Storm Wall. And yeah, again, I mean, I'm still looking at this, trying to figure out how I'd actually get to kill both. But I was able to TK, turn around the big guy. Then I go for that Time Bomb on him, drop his defense even more. He's armor 20 because he has spiky growth on himself. So I don't really do much damage to him, but I should still be able to kill him. I wanted to TK the Angelus as well, but that kind of failed. So now I'm going to try and finish off all these swordsmen, remove them as a threat. So pew, pew, pew. And then after that, there's not too much left. Then to try and do some snipes on Striders and just kill this one Ravagore. Or sorry, Carnivean. So Thorn, I'm basically throwing away. I'm saying, hey, go and engage that Angelius. Muck it up for a turn. Gun Mage is coming up, like I say, trying to do some snipes, trying to kill more of these Striders. Because, they're annoying, killing off my support staff. But just can't get those numbers. Like I said, I'm not doing Deadeye, so it's hard to get to those defense 15s. So otherwise, I come up with the Storm Wall. He's going to put down a pod, kill one of the Striders that way, and then just start punching. Now, each time I punch, I'm going to get hurt as well because of the spiky growth, but it's also going to Electro Leap to the Angelius, which gets past its high defense. And even with Tenacity, actually, there might not be Tenacity, can't remember, but, I do little plinking damage as well. So, Carnivean is dead. That's good news. Angelius is tied up. This will be my feet turn, so that's going to stop him from doing too much after this. And now I just really got to deal with this posse. So, other shooting was able to kill the closest one. Blazers are going to now come in as well. Kill off a couple more guys. Poor Gators. I'm a Minions player, and I know they do not like being shot. Not whatsoever. And then I just fast cab away again. And under feet, that means those Gators will do nothing, pretty much. And otherwise, I'm just trying to be as far back with Junior as possible so I don't die. And that's really it. And really, I was actually still really worried about the Angelius this turn. And I kind of don't know why. Even if it comes over to the Stormwall, does like 1 armor pierce attack, I'm still going to kill it, right? And he can't really finish off my Stormwall. So at this point, the game is probably in the bag, but you never know. This guy I'm playing against usually is really good at his assassinations, but Abby is pretty pretty limited in her assassination vectors, right? She doesn't really have any magic missiles, no real tricky business. She's just a real synergy caster. So he's going to go and shoot, does what he can, kills Watts, I believe, in this turn. Gator's just kind of walked up. He doesn't want to get too far forward with that Forsaken because he knows I'll just kill it. Abby does her one best spell, which is the one where I can't allocate to these jacks. So, you know, for me trying to kill the Angelius, that was going to be my easy way, is just punch it in the face. But, you know, even if I can't allocate, that's not so bad because I can just shoot it. You know, I'm just going to move away, TK it backwards, and shoot the guy down. But hell, I mean, it's still a really good spell to not allow me to allocate. So at this point here, I waste some time thinking about allocating when it's actually not even possible, so that was kind of silly. I'm going to TK the Angelius away, which allows me to reactive drive away, and then it's going to be shooty shoot shoot time. So I'm going to time bomb it, try and do some more damage, and I mean, it's pretty damn nice that with the Squire I actually get to re-roll that stuff. But the time bomb missed, it scattered off, did nothing. I don't know why I'm spending so much time here. You know, I'm really trying to find a way to kill off more of these Gators. You know, I'm going to take a shot with eHaley and stuff like this. But really, you know, there's only 2 Gators. I know I can kill at least one this turn. The last Gator won't do that much. And I'm just going to start shooting into Angelius. Moved up to market. I actually was smart this time and I put Deadeye onto the gun mages here, but, you know, it was kind of weird. You know, even though I was hitting all the time, just no crits. I got like 1 crit out of all of them. But actually, before I even finished their activation, they killed off the Angelius, and now he's really, really in a bad spot. I mean, for Beast, he only has a Naga and a Shredder, so that's pretty bad. And now I'm going over here, try to do my shooting. Couldn't actually kill a Gator. Did not work out, so instead I just went up to engage, keep them back. I mean, I can afford to lose Blazers at this point here. Otherwise, what was that shooting? I can't remember. But now the Stormwall is going to come over and beat up the last Gator as well. And that's pretty much it. So now, he has no posse, he has an engaged Naga. Yeah. eHaley is nice and safe, has lots of distance, and at this point here, we just really have to play it out. Early in this match, I actually gave up 1 control point because I knew I was going to be able to come back. I don't really care about doing that sometimes, especially on a scenario like this, which is pretty hard to win by scenario unless you're way ahead. I'm fine giving up 1 scenario point. And we're just talking about now how, I mean, like, probably his best way to win is just to death clock me, but even then, there just isn't enough stuff to keep me out. And it's not like I'm really down on time. So he kills a Blazer, he basically moves up, and makes sure he can't get a TK kill, and that's really all he can do in his turn. The Shredder's in the zone to make sure I don't just score, and that's really it. Forsaken hanging around. And it's go time. So I'm going to be having the Arcane Shield is back on the Stormwall again, just to make it really cool again. I have this big idea that the Thorn is going to go and destroy his objective. One of the things I'm going to derp on here is that I kind of forgot that my spear was destroyed by the Angelius. So he's going to go, and I'm going to TK him up. He's going to reactive drive up. He's going to charge. And even with 3 focus, I'm going to do like 3 damage because I, on a charge attack, have just 2 dice. And then, yeah, it's all just garbage. So that was kind of embarrassing. It would have been a lot better just to shoot it down. But at this point, it doesn't really matter. One of the Rangers runs up because my biggest objective this turn is to kill the Forsaken. And the Shredder, gun mages line up. They're going to start shooting down the Shredder. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, gun mages. I don't know why I was so against them. For the longest time, I just didn't like them. I like long gunners way better, but they're so flexible and mobile. They're great. So Stormwall boosts and kills the Forsaken. I'm going to score a control point. Did a little bit of damage to the Naga. And yeah, at this point, it is really, really bad. I mean, like I said, Abby is a synergy caster. She is running out of things to actually synergize with. She really has no way to assassinate. All she can really do is say, ha, no allocating for you. And yeah, that's about it. And I mean, he's going to roll some dice against my Blazers, kills a Blazer or something. But I'm going to score again. And then on my turn, it's a simple thing of just needing to kill the objective, dominate, and win the game. So overall, I really like eHaley, which should be surprising to no one. I mean, a lot of people say she's the best caster in the game. Just, maybe 50-50 with Epic Denegra. But, yeah, I don't know why I have stayed away from her for so long. I love the ability to control the board. I didn't know what I'd change with this list. I really like the way this list went. So, if you see something that, oh man, you should have done this, should have done that, please let me know in the comments down below. If you figure my list, if something would be better as something else, let me know that too. But overall, I'm just really liking this list. Especially when I'm going to be combining it with a double Stormwall for the second list. So probably won't have to worry too much about hard-hitting lists. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.